Hello, everyone out there. How's it going? The other day, I was talking to somebody who was over 50 years old, and they were thinking about what they want to do with their life. They felt as if that everything they'd tried had never worked out. They felt down. They felt that life had passed them by. And as we were talking, I said, "You ever heard the phrase, all roads lead to Rome? All roads lead to Rome." They, of course, have heard it. Everybody's heard it. That's because in ancient Rome, most of the roads actually did lead towards Rome. If you followed the road long enough in the right direction, you would end up in Rome. And the truth is, no matter where you're at in your life, young, old, no matter who you are, your ethnicity, whatever, you could change the quote to say, all roads lead to your goals. And I told this person this quote, and I said, you need to stop thinking about what you've missed, what hasn't worked out, and start thinking about where you're at on the road and start walking in the right direction toward your goal. No matter what's happened before, it's actually led you towards your goal. You don't realize it, of course, but the wisdom you've acquired from your failures is going to help you on your journey henceforth. So that's something you need to think about, no matter where you're at. And when I say you need to think about it, I mean you really need to think about it, because a lot of people are in a state of learned helplessness. They've tried to succeed so many times and failed that they don't even want to try anymore. I've been there. I've failed so many times in a row. I'd wake up in the morning, have a new idea, and think, why even bother? It's not going to work. But soon you realize that it can work. It can still work. The Japanese have a quote that say, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. Really famous quote and really useful quote, as you can see. So what, you didn't plant that tree. Now you can plant the tree. And then let's go back to the original quote. All roads lead to your goals. No matter where you're at, you need to start now. Start moving forward. In a nutshell, this means stop making excuses. Appreciate where you're at. Know that no matter where you're at, you can reach your goal. And I have to remind myself of this. You have to remind yourself of it. You have to remind your friends of it. They can still make it. You can still make it. Okay, no matter what, you can still make it. And that's a powerful feeling. You can always judge whether something's true or not, in my opinion, most of the time. If it makes you feel good, so think about not being able to achieve your goals, time has passed you by. How's that feel? Doesn't feel very good, right? No, doesn't feel good at all. Think about being able to achieve your goals now. How does that feel? Feels good, right? I think what feels good is true if, and let's add a second part to this, you could extend it into the future and it doesn't hurt anybody else. So if it feels good to accomplish your goals, and it would feel good 20 years from now to accomplish your goals, or it would feel good on your deathbed to accomplish this certain goal, it's probably true. And will this goal hurt anyone? I assume it's not going to hurt anyone. So those three things I always use to determine whether something in my life is true. Does it feel good? Would it feel good into the future? And would it hurt anybody else? Let's just to sum this up, take drugs. Would drugs feel good? Yeah, drugs would probably feel good. Would it feel good into the future? No, of course not. Does it hurt other people? Yeah, in a lot of different ways. So that's not true. That's false. And you want to operate in your life based on truth. So try to operate in your life based on truth using those three criteria. So you feel like life has passed you by, you feel because of the way you look or something, you're not going to be able to achieve your goal. Remember, all roads lead to Rome. There's a million different ways to get to Rome. There's a million different ways to get to your goal. And it feels good to think that way. It's advice you give to somebody else. It's going to feel good into the future to think that way. It's empowering to think that way. No matter where you're at right now, you can get to your goal. All right, so I'm beating a dead horse as usual, but sometimes you got to say things a ton of times because our brains just don't absorb very well. It's not the best absorbent material. So talk to you guys soon. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.